Okay, so now I was telling you about the Harbor Freight versus the expensive chisels. This is a fife, about $45 for just this one chisel. Now, I mean, you can't argue with the beef. It keeps its edge much longer than this one, which is the Harbor Freight. And then this one here is what's called a Japanese chisel. The main difference with the Japanese chisel is you'll see on the back there how they hollow it out, and the type of steel they use. Another expensive chisel. This thing was 10 bucks for 5 chisels, so $2. Alright, so I know you use pine quite a bit, so figured we'd try and test it out on pine. One of the things that you do is you try and find the grain direction. Usually running your handle on the board, you can feel it. This is pretty straight grain, so that'll work just fine. So we'll show you what it looks like for each one, see how they work. Crazy expensive fife. It's pine. You're going to be able to probably couldn't even see it. So I try it again. It's going to cut through like butter. They've all been sharpened the same way. No effort. The Japanese chisel, they come with this nut. You have to actually hammer it, so they call it mushrooming, so it keeps the nut on there. You hit it with a hammer. It's almost sacrilege, but it's the way you do it. Again, no effort, barely pushing at all. Even with a bigger cut, just like butter. Expensive. Now, dirt cheap. And it's a little hard just because they've created the angles already. But I mean, seriously, look at that. Harbor Freight, baby. You really cannot go wrong. It's all about how sharp it is. And maybe just a little shaving. And take tiny little strokes. So this is on pine. Got some walnut here. Again, look for the grain. Again, pretty straight grain. Shouldn't really have much of an issue. I mean, that is finish grade smoothness. Now, of course, these guys are going to do just as well. But again, they're $45 chisels just for one. So they better be this damn good. Another interesting comparison. Let's see if we can do this on camera. End grain. The hardest thing to try and chisel out. I mean, it really should not be that easy to do. That is fantastic. Now let's see how these guys do. See, you gotta push harder with that one. Honestly, and this one's doing a good job. You can see the color change. This one might be the best one. Let's see. Let's go back to the Harbor Freight. It's actually the best one. And I could take a small shaving. That's freaking sick. That is better than these other expensive chisels. And I could take a thick one. Still in control too, without having to go crazy. So, Harbor Freight. I can't. It's ridiculous.